I'm always ready.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph and this is Rouge Trader. We are on our ship. It has been attacked by chaos people, cultists, and we are racing to try to save the navigator so we can get out of the warp and into real space. Looks like the only way to get through this door is to blow it up with a melted charge.
Never doubt me.
Loot this way. Looks like there's a door. %98 tech.
That wasn't so difficult.
Good job, Adira. %5 armor helmet. Let's go ahead and throw that on. Oh, we leveled up too. Like the big hat, but
None shall stand in my way.
all right, let's go ahead and level up before we go any farther. Endure. That is a nice little defensive buff. Endure. Suppose weakness is a nice little thing. I'll explain that when I use it the first time. Revel and Slaughter. Okay. That's going to run us around, so we're not going to do that just yet.
Victory awaits.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Okay, so we made an awareness roll to find this. Good. So another auto key. So a barricade we can't get around, so this is our only path. The roar of flames ring in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in a ragged wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps. And then, you see the figure walk out of the fire towards you. It is Theodora von Valencius.
Are you lost, my heir?
Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword, the other raised in an inviting gesture.
An apparition. A sorceress apparition. Trickery of the warp.
Argenta goes as still as a statue, then slowly raises her weapon.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
Despite his commanding tone, Abelard does not sound too confident. He is staring at the Rouge Trader, and you notice a muscle in his cheek twitching. Aren't you in pain?
Pain is but a reflection of one's weakness. To renounce weakness of spirit in pursuit of greatness is the only path to heights worthy of a rogue trader. I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide.
Theodora watches you without blinking. Her snake-like gaze almost makes you forget about the fire searing you, leaving burns on your skin. I can read sometimes. Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer, and that answer can be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Abelard looks back at the coughing and confused people around you. Over the roaring flames, you hear distant sounds, frightened voices, screams, muffled and distorted, as if they were a body of water between you and them.
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Edel. What are we waiting for?
Yadira breaks off and starts coughing violently. Her knees buckle, and she looks like she is about to fall. Alright, so there are 3 different ways you can do basically your morality pass. There's dogmatic, which is centered in the religion of the Emperor and anti-demonic. There's heretical, which is the exact opposite. And iconoclast, which is kind of in the middle. And depending on the circumstances, I'll probably either go dogmatic or iconoclast. Where commissars won't go heretical. I think in this case, the iconoclast is probably the best option. I will not leave my people in harm's way. You look away and the illusion breaks. The unbearable heat instantly makes your skin burn, and the voices of the people beyond the shroud of smoke grow stronger and hopeful. Once you and your companions rush back, barking orders and guiding the survivors. In your determination, you completely forgot about Theodora, and when you turn your head, you see nothing but bellowing fire. Fall back! We will go around.
It's about time. Where did it go? The thing that was standing in front of us in the fire? I could have sworn.
To the same place all unholy visions go. Do you want to follow it, witch? Join me in prayer. I will not.
So this would... This always throws me off every time I try to do this. Ah, here we go.
I better myself through my service.
reminder that when I did this the very first time, that took me forever to figure out that's what I needed to do.
A new challenge for me.
Too late. We are too late. Or perhaps Edelthrad and his escort never made it here. Which would be even worse.
So these little blue things let us know that, you know, since we decided to not walk through the fiery trap, we did not rendezvous with Edelthrad.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak, without us.
Argenta grips her weapon.
My lord, I beg your pardon for interrupting. The people are asking for orders. You came back to save us. So now we will follow you through thick and thin.
The officer quickly bows.
To the bridge. If Edelthrad is there, then he requires immediate assistance. I say there is one thing that I find most troubling. The Lord Captain's voxcasts. They are still coming in, even though it would make sense for Lady Theodora to be on the bridge right now, at the head of the counter-assault. I feel uneasy. What if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission, I suggest that we confirm for ourselves that she is not. We can use the same elevator that Lady Theodora and Mort headed for earlier.
Abelard turns to you. All right, there it is, the goods over here.
I won't tolerate weakness.
All right, so we need to go to Lady Theodora, which is there. See if there's anything else. Real quickly. All right, now let's go to Theodora.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Some more stuff down here. Door. This clearly does not serve as a stateroom. Generators, machines, yeah, stuff like that. All right. Got a door here. Explore everything. +3 logic. Okay. What do we have that has the best logic? 25, 30, 30, 30. Well, let's go ahead and give it to Adora since she's got the tech use buff. Let's give her the logic buff as well.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Plasma conduits blaze with energy capable of powering a vast void ship. I guess this is nothing. All right.
Would you look at that?
Something popped up. Not a clue what it was, so we're moving on.
None shall stand in my way.
To the Lord Captain's quarters.
Follow my lead.
Alright, nothing in this room. She has a very big and opulent bath. Nothing in here. Guessing they're not taking a nap. Yeah, that doesn't look very nappy.
A new challenge for me?
Theodora von Valencius's body is sprawled on a large, blood-drenched desk. The Archmilitant's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls.
The Battle Sister surveys the scene, her gaze lingering on the Archmilitant's body.
No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Deer's heart-wrenching scream shakes the walls. She collapses to her knees, her body shuddering as she weeps.
Lord Captain, who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
Abelard, stunned, takes a few steps forward and leans heavily on the edge of the desk. His eyes are locked on Theodore's body. I doubt it. Voidsphere wished humiliation and suffering upon Theodora, not a swift death.
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here, and he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last. How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Archmilitant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
Adira sobs and gets up. She glances around, looking lost. Examine Theodora's body. You lean closer to the body. The cause of death is apparent. What ended the Rogue Trader's life was an auto pistol shot, an extraordinarily accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise, the last emotion she expected in her life. Something on the floor catches your eye, a heap of blood-spattered parchments and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. As you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else, a small shard of glass scattered on the floor. Dira, would you try touching Theodora? You might be able to see things through the killer through her eyes.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in the warp.
Inspect the shards by the desk. It is difficult to say exactly, or what exactly was broken. The object fell on the floor, and that is as much as you can ascertain. Man, reading is hard. Upon closer examination, the shards appeared iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium. Adira, what do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure.
Adira scoops up a handful of shards and clenches them in her fist with such strength that blood starts dripping on the floor. She shakes her hand, looking frightened.
Tainted witchcraft.
You cannot tell if Argenta's remark is directed at the glass shards or Adira herself. Inspect the papers. Reports, accounts, dispatches. You go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document that is starkly different from the rest. It is a handwritten letter signed with the initials XC and the seal of a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you. You received a handwritten letter. Esteemed Theodora, a change in circumstances has demanded your immediate assistance in our mutual cause. Forthwith, upon receiving this letter and performing the necessary preparations of the crew, you are to depart for the Rykad system. One of my acolytes, Interrogator Heinrich von Kalax, operates there at the present time. Upon your arrival in the system, you will, without delay, make contact with him and offer any assistance required of you. After which, you will provide him passage to the Forbundus system aboard your ship. On footfall, the interrogator will remove himself from your presence to await further instructions. Anticipating any questions you may have, I will stress that the nature of Interrogator von Kalax's activities on Rykad Minoris are of no concern to you. If required, von Kalaxis himself will disclose the details of his mission. May the Emperor's light be with you, XC. And send a shiver down your spine. The author of the letter, addressed to Theodora von Valencius, signed it with the seal of one of the holy ordos of the Emperor's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts heretics, xenos, and other enemies of humanity. Examine the Archmilitant's body. An auto pistol went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and the furniture around it with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety on the Archmilitant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second faster than he. We had best be on our way.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Adira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
Abelard lays a hand on her shoulder.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
Adira clenches her fists.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Grant 5 fellowship for each enemy in a 2 square radius. Boy, the fellowship's not really a thing of anybody's here, probably. Well, let's give it to Abelard. He's got a 35. Theodore's Rosary. Where the amulet gains +10 bonus to commerce and lore. So commerce helps you gaining your stuff, helps you with trades and stuff, makes things easier to get. So 30, 40, 30, 30. So again, Abelard, you are the man of mystery here. Well, not the man of mystery, but the man of getting all the gear. Helmet of the Devoted requires Dogmatic. Immunity to critical hits for the first 3 combat rounds. So Abelard can get it. He is Dogmatic. Madeira cannot. You can see the red behind it. Oh, excuse me. You can see the red behind it that lets us know that he can't. So it looks like Abelard or Argenta. Let's give it to Argenta.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
This place has been trashed.
More enemies to face judgment. We are truly blessed this day.
The masters demand your death!
A lot of us are going first. That's good. So we're going to put Abelard here. Put ourselves here. Put these two behind cover. Alright, talking about armor.
A tactically sound approach. Indeed.
Did not kill him. Its endure is really nice. It reduces damage by 2.
I will do my duty.
Helps keep us alive, gives us some bonus hit points. That's really everything we've got there. Should have hit that before we moved, but oh well.
My tactics are flawless.
Oh, I used a 2. That was
Nothing I can't
stupid
do.
of me. Go ahead and use that.
Doubt is for the weak. Strike is a prayer.
Gonna do very good. We're gonna hit this.
As the Emperor
Gives
commands,
us some extra
I
movement
act.
points. We're not gonna move, but it gives us another shot.
I'll do it.
Killed 2 guys. That's good. Dira. So this lets us put exploits on things, which lets us do more damage to stuff that we have encountered.
On it.
Now this lightning hits everything in a 3 3 deals, so that'd be 1, 2, 3. So both Abelard and Ignatius are in the 3 square radius. So this lightning could hit one of them, so it's not really worth it. Now if we do this, we don't do as much damage against our target, but everybody else will do more damage because it'll reduce their armor value. So we're going to scream at this guy real quick.
Will do.
And that does remove the exploits, but that gave us an extra big damage boost. And then we're going to make sure that
Anything
Ignatius has
is?
got a little bit extra defense. Oh, and the servitor comes straight at Argenta. That's not good. Ooh, flamethrower. But we dodged out of the way, so that was good. Heretic guy. He died trying to get out of the way. Alright, so here you can see our buffs right here. You can also see them next to us up here. And you can see them down here if there's more than the amount that are there. So we're going to start with the Endure. Because some enemies have the ability to, if they parry you, they can strike again. So we're going to charge this guy.
Victory is imminent.
And then we're going to use our special ability because now we got people within 3.
At your beck and call.
And now a normal strike.
It will be done.
Slowly whittling him down. We're going to char. Well, let's do our
Suits
Endure.
my purposes.
Go ahead and charge this guy here. And then we'll strike this guy.
Nothing I can't do. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
All right. So we're gonna move here.
Rejoice in battle!
So this helps with this bar, but we haven't unlocked that yet in the game. So
As the Emperor commands, I act.
we missed. Can't run and gun.
That is not the Emperor's will.
So Hydra's going to put this on him again. Let's go ahead and yell at him again. This is doing the most damage. Keeps this up, but it's not terrible. It's only a 3, so I'm not horribly worried about it. Now this will take it to 4, as we're going to buff up Abelard.
Was it you? Or
She got hit. Not. I guess the flamethrower doesn't catch you on fire, so there's that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move back to here. To our Endure. Then charge this guy.
I will do my duty.
There we go. But that would have allowed us to get another strike as well in case we didn't kill him on the charge. So we leveled up again. So Daring Breach. So these are the superpowers. And then this is your talent, which you can see there's a lot of them. These basic things here, these are some of the different skills here. Characteristic training, you can train up your stats. Things like Combat Master, Dual Wielding, Dueling Master Grenadiers. Some of this stuff is like heavy armor proficiency. You need strength for that. Other weapon proficiency, plasma weapon proficiency, but we're not high enough level for that. Stuff like that. The Medicaid proficiency's down there as well, but we're again not high enough level for that. And then these are the ones that the thing says, hey, these are things you should probably take. So I'm going to take Thick Skin. It gives us +1 to damage deflection and increases our parry equal to the armor, which is really good. So we're going to do that. And that's such a good thing. I think we're going to grab it again for Abelard. Now she has a different one. We'll kind of explain those as those happen. So exposed weakness costs 0 AP. That's a good thing. So exposed weakness is the thing that reduces. So you use the one thing to put debuffs on it to make you do more damage, and then you do the exposed weakness, which removes those but lowers the armor. So things with a lot of armor, like that servitor, would have been easier to take down. So extra cover is always good. Rapid reload is good. I think we're going to do exploit the surroundings, give her better cover. Alright, so everybody's leveled up. Commence with the looting. So we got las pistols. Those really aren't. That we can use. So +5 toughness if intelligence is less than 35. That applies to us. And to Abelard. We're going to give it to us. Alright, we got everything. To the bridge. Let's see, we got a bunch of fire obstacles. We're not going that way.
Victory awaits.
The first sacrifice opens the eye. The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
Help has arrived. Too late to change the tide, I'm afraid. But if there is any honor in you, we can at least die with dignity and give our lives for the Rogue Trader.
Ethelthrad, who was clutching a bleeding wound on his chest, gives you a tormented look. And we're too late because we didn't walk through the fire trap. Theodora von Valencius is dead. I found her and the Archmilitant in her study.
God Emperor preserve us. The Rogue Trader is dead. The ship has lost her Lord Captain, and the house its head.
Ethelthrad's eyes widen.
No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the Warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
Ethelthrad shudders and grabs his shoulder. As you watch, the sleeve of his jacket bursts open, and 2 bone growths pierce through the fabric.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
Adira looks anxiously at Ethelthrad, then she glances back at you. I forbid you from the very thought of yielding. Only by resigning to your fate will you truly suffer defeat.
Words worthy of a righteous soul.
Save the lofty words for later, will you? The navigator's ready to take the ship out of the warp if he gets some help from the bridge.
Then we have no right to bow our heads.
Ethelthrad stares at you, and his eyes harden with a cold resolve once more. You can see Kunrad Voitver clearly in the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he is holding is stained with dark drops that seem to have a pearlescent glimmer to them.
We are out of time.
Ethelthrad bites his knuckle, desperately thinking. You see a wave ripple across the whites of Ethelthrad's eyes, and they begin to turn sickly yellow. Ready your weapons. If we are to die this day, let us die with honor.
No. To die altogether is to allow the flame of the dynasty to perish in the dark. No. It will not be like this. Not today. The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it. And you, see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over our realm. And farewell.
Ethelthrad lowers his head. Then he sighs and locks eyes with you, his gaze cold, haughty, and fanatical.
Accursed traitor! A time will come when you will bleed for her ladyship Theodora's murder. Remember my words, that they are the vow of he who marches toward his death.
What? Theodora is dead? No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
Voitver stares at you in seemingly genuine bewilderment.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
He's not gonna make it.
The Emperor is with us!
All right. That thing looks mean and nasty. Let's go here.
All too easy.
That up.
Not a problem for me. Nothing I can't do.
Slowly chipping away. Now the problem with that shot is, as you can see, we have a chance of hitting Edelthrad. This one, we still have a chance of hitting Edelthrad, unfortunately. Alright, we need to move.
Guided by faith. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Alright, so this is the superpower. So basically if she uses it, she gets number of free shots equal to her weapon's firepower. Her rate of fire. Her gun's got a rate of fire of 4, so if she uses it, she gets 4 shots.
Power resides in the will of the righteous. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
There are 4 left. We got this guy here. Spawn. Third guy here. You see there's 4 up in the corner here. Where's the 4th guy? One. Ah, there he is. 3.
Eradicated. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
That was a good turn. Immediately removes the winded effect. Until the end of combat, the soldier gains the following bonuses.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Weapon at the ready. Death to non-believers!
Now looking at this, the warp is up really high. We got to be really careful here, so we're not going to use the warp. We do have a pistol, so we're going to switch to our pistol. Now if we look at this, he's got 75% armor. So we want to reduce that armor, so we're going to use this ability to remove. You look underneath his health bar, there's like there's a thing with the 3 on it. That is this. We have 3 of those exploits. And then this, for each exploit, removes dodge, parry, and armor by 10 times plus the exploit is removed. So we're going to do this.
Anything else?
And now you see the armor is now at 62, which helps everybody else for the next round.
On it.
Yeah. I didn't think we'd hit, but we didn't want to hit Ignatius either.
It will be done. Victory is imminent. Indeed.
And then we're going to use this
At your beck and call.
to help buff up these guys.
My faith strengthens me. Break them all! For the glory of the Imperium! Oh.
You'll regret this. Already
This
done.
buff up. What do we got on us? So there's a negative. We're bleeding. So basically, it's permanent. And at the start of each turn, we're going to take 3 points of damage.
Nothing I can't do. Another clean
One
strike.
bleed deserves another. So we won't be able to see that down there.
I will bathe this battlefield in
Come
righteous
here.
fury. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Shoot that guy.
I'll do it.
The run and gun. There we go.
The
We'll go
enemies
see
of
this
the
guy.
Emperor will be undone.
Only a 38% chance to hit him. 33 twice for not hitting the other dude, so...
As the Emperor commands, I act. None can
There we
escape
go.
the Emperor's judgment.
Now you see the superpower lights up, but it's gray because you can only use the superpower once per combat. She's down to 5 shots, which is why that reload is going to come in handy.
Death to the weak!
Not a lot of Deer can do because her pistol is like a full round. Now she's got a thing here. She can attack. She basically immediately inflicts 1 exploit on all enemies in combat. Then makes a free attack against the target, and there's 1 enemy within a 10-cell radius. Till the end of the combat, the target is -3 penalty to dodge, -30 penalty to armor. Would be nice, but I like the other one for these guys, so we're going to do the exploit. The analyze enemies to put the exploits, and then we're going to expose weakness to remove the exploits.
Will do.
And now he's down to 47 armor. And this is getting really high, so we are not going to do any psychic shenanigans.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
I will do my duty.
So now, restore all AP and movement points. You get +3 movement points until the end of the turn. And you don't lose your movement points before making attacks. So you can attack, move, and stuff. We are going to do this up first.
It will be done.
We can't charge because we're engaged. We're going to activate the superpower. Now, we're just going to lay into this guy.
Indeed.
You see, we still have our movement points, we still have our action points, so we can keep swinging.
Victory is imminent.
We are bleeding, so we got 2 people bleeding now. Deer is bleeding as well. We got 3 people bleeding. Okay, that sucks.
It will be done. Grey hair, sure hair.
Follow my lead.
Ah.
Stay vigilant.
Alright, we gotta get this up. So he's got 2 bleed. We're gonna put more bleed on him here.
Suits my purposes.
No, it doesn't increase his bleed. It's still only 2.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
That's on cooldown. That's once for combat. That's on cooldown. Now she's got 1 bullet left in that gun.
Stop it! Anything is?
Rinse and repeat. Now this thing's down to 32 armor.
Pain and duty go hand in hand. I will do my duty.
There we go.
Follow my lead.
That was insulting.
Oh wait, do this.
Not a problem for me.
Sure.
The chance.
What advice do you
All right,
seek?
nobody's bleeding, and this is a good place to call it for the day. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. I've been Sir Joseph. You guys are amazing. Until next time, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.